Brainy Bites, a daily dose for self-improvement.
Hey there, amazing viewers. Have you ever felt like you're your own worst enemy, holding yourself back from achieving the success and happiness you deserve? Well, today's video is a game changer. We're diving deep into the art of stopping self-sabotage in its tracks. Trust me, this is a journey you don't want to miss. So, grab a seat, grab a snack, and let's uncover the secrets to unleashing your full potential. Welcome back to Brainy Bites. Today, we're tackling a topic that hits close to home for many of us: how to stop screwing ourselves over. You see, we all have dreams, aspirations, and goals, but sometimes, our own habits and behaviors can be the biggest roadblocks. That's why it's absolutely crucial to understand and conquer self-sabotage. In this video, we're going to break it down, step by step, in a friendly, easy to understand, and enthusiastic way. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be armed with powerful tools to pave the way for your own success. So, let's dive right in. Understanding self-sabotage. Alright, let's kick things off by getting crystal clear on what self-sabotage is and why it's such a big deal in our personal growth journey. Defining self-sabotage. So, what exactly is self-sabotage? Picture this: you're on the cusp of a breakthrough, about to achieve something great, but suddenly, you find yourself doing things that hinder your progress. It's like you're tripping over your own feet just as you're about to cross the finish line. That, my friends, is self-sabotage in action. It's the unconscious or conscious act of getting in our own way, preventing us from reaching our full potential. The impact on personal growth. Now, let's talk about the impact it has on our personal growth. Imagine you're a plant trying to grow, but you keep watering yourself with doubt, procrastination, or negative self-talk. How can you thrive in that environment? Self-sabotage stunts our growth, holding us back from becoming the best versions of ourselves. It's like having a handbrake on in a race towards self-improvement. Spotting the signs. Alright, let's get real. How do you even know if you're stuck in the self-sabotage cycle? There are some telltale signs to watch out for. Do you find yourself constantly procrastinating on important tasks? Or maybe you downplay your achievements, brushing off compliments like they're no big deal? These are classic indicators of self-sabotage. It's like having a sneaky saboteur whispering doubts in your ear, making you question your own worth and potential. But don't worry, we're here to turn the tables on this negative pattern. Let's dive into how we can identify and conquer these behaviors, and pave the way for unstoppable personal growth. Identifying your self-sabotaging patterns. Now that we've shed light on what self-sabotage is and why it's a game changer in our personal growth journey, let's get hands-on in identifying those sneaky patterns. Personal anecdotes. Let me share a little story with you. There was a time when I had a big project at hand, and every time I sat down to work on it, I'd find myself suddenly engrossed in social media or other distractions. It was like my brain had a mind of its own, pulling me away from what I knew I needed to do. That, my friends, was a classic case of self-sabotage. Can you relate? Maybe it's a similar scenario in your life, where you find yourself falling into the same old traps. It's important to recognize that we're all in this together, and these patterns are more common than you might think. Recognizing and acknowledging patterns. So, how do we go about recognizing and acknowledging these patterns? Well, first off, it's about becoming the Sherlock Holmes of your own behavior. Take a step back, observe yourself without judgment, and notice when you start veering off course. It could be that moment of hesitation before taking on a new challenge, or perhaps the voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough." These are the breadcrumbs that lead us straight to our self-sabotaging tendencies. Once we acknowledge them, we're already on the path to transformation. It's like turning on a light in a room that's been in the dark for far too long. Now, let's move on to the exciting part: how to break free from these patterns and pave the way for a brighter, more fulfilling future. The psychology of self-sabotage. Alright, now that we've identified those tricky self-sabotaging patterns, it's time to dive into the fascinating world of the psychology behind it all. Underlying psychological mechanisms. So, why do we do this to ourselves? It might seem counterintuitive, but self-sabotage often stems from a place of protection. Our brains are wired to keep us safe and comfortable, even if it means staying in a familiar but unfulfilling situation. When we step out of that comfort zone, our brain's alarm bells start ringing, triggering all sorts of resistance. It's like a well-intentioned but slightly overzealous guardian trying to shield us from potential harm. Understanding this underlying mechanism is key to dismantling the self-sabotage cycle. We're essentially reprogramming our brain to see growth and change as opportunities, not threats. Past experiences and limiting beliefs. Now, let's talk about the baggage we carry from our past experiences. Have you ever had a setback or a failure that left a mark? These experiences can create limiting beliefs, convincing us that we're not capable of success or that we're bound to fail again. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack full of doubts and insecurities. But here's the thing, those beliefs are not facts, they're just stories we tell ourselves. By recognizing and challenging these limiting beliefs, we can start to rewrite our own narrative. We're swapping out that heavy backpack for a lighter, more empowering one, filled with confidence and self-belief. This is where the real magic happens, my friends. We're on the path to breaking free from self-sabotage and stepping into our true potential. Breaking free from negative patterns. Now that we've unraveled the psychology behind self-sabotage, let's roll up our sleeves and get into the nitty-gritty of how to break free from those pesky negative patterns. Cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness. First up, we have a game changer, cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that allow us to see our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors with crystal clarity. By becoming aware of when we're slipping into self-sabotaging tendencies, we can intercept them before they take hold. Mindfulness, on the other hand, helps us stay present and focused, rather than getting caught up in anxious or negative thoughts. It's like having a guiding compass that keeps us on track towards our goals. Together, self-awareness and mindfulness become our trusty sidekicks in the battle against self-sabotage. Challenging negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. Next, let's tackle the powerhouse duo of negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. Imagine them as old, worn-out records playing in the background of our minds, repeating the same self-defeating messages. It's time to switch the track. We're going to challenge those negative scripts and replace them with empowering, affirming statements. Remember, you are your biggest cheerleader, and it's high time you started acting like it. By doing this, we're reprogramming our subconscious to support our growth and success. Setting realistic goals and creating a clear vision. Last but certainly not least, we're diving into the world of goal setting and vision building. It's like charting a course on a map, you need to know where you're headed. By setting realistic, achievable goals, we create stepping stones towards our larger vision. It's crucial to be specific and time-bound, so we know exactly what we're working towards. Plus, having a clear vision of our desired outcome gives us the motivation and direction to stay on track, even when the going gets tough. It's like having a lighthouse guiding us through stormy seas. With these strategies in our toolkit, we're well on our way to not only stopping self-sabotage but also unlocking a whole new level of personal growth and achievement. Building a support system. Now that we're armed with strategies to overcome self-sabotage, let's talk about the power of having a solid support system in your corner. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals. You know that saying, it takes a village? Well, it certainly applies here. Seeking support from friends, family, or even professionals can be a game changer in your journey towards self-improvement. It's like having a team of cheerleaders, mentors, and coaches all rolled into one. They're there to lift you up when you're feeling down, offer advice when you're stuck, and celebrate your victories with you. Don't be afraid to lean on them, that's what they're there for. Surrounding yourself with positive influences. Now, let's talk about the company you keep. It's said that we're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So, let's make sure those 5 people are lifting us up, not dragging us down. Surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting influences is like giving yourself a daily dose of inspiration and motivation. Seek out those who believe in your potential and encourage your growth. It could be a friend who's always there to lend an ear, a family member who offers sage advice, or even a professional mentor who's been through it all. Together, they form the backbone of your support system, propelling you forward on your journey towards self-improvement. Remember, you don't have to go it alone, there's a whole community ready to cheer you on. Cultivating a growth mindset. Now that we've built a solid support system, let's delve into a mindset shift that can truly revolutionize our approach to personal development. The power of a growth mindset. Enter the game changer, the growth mindset. It's like having a superpower that transforms challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Embracing a growth mindset means understanding that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. It's the belief that with effort and perseverance, we can not only improve but excel in any area of our lives. This mindset is the secret sauce in overcoming self-sabotage. Instead of viewing obstacles as roadblocks, we see them as chances to learn, grow, and become even better versions of ourselves. Practical exercises for a growth-oriented perspective. Now, let's get hands-on with some exercises to nurture the growth-oriented perspective. First up, let's start a wins and learnings journal. At the end of each day, jot down one thing you achieved and one thing you learned, no matter how small. This practice reinforces the idea that every experience, whether a success or a stumble, contributes to your growth. It's like building a staircase. Each step, no matter how tiny, gets you closer to your destination. Next, let's embrace the power of yet. When faced with a challenge, add the word yet to your inner dialogue. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do this," shift it to "I can't do this yet." It's a small shift, but it opens the door to possibilities and potential. It's like turning a locked door into one that's slightly ajar, inviting you to step through and explore new horizons. By incorporating these practical exercises into our daily routine, we're not just developing a growth mindset, we're supercharging it. This shift in perspective becomes the cornerstone of our journey towards self-improvement, allowing us to face challenges head-on with confidence, resilience, and an unshakable belief in our own potential. The best part? This mindset doesn't just help us overcome self-sabotage, it empowers us to conquer any obstacle that comes our way. Taking action and consistency. Now that we've got our growth mindset in full swing, it's time to talk about the crucial steps that turn dreams into reality, taking action and staying consistent. The power of consistent effort and perseverance. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. It's not one grand swing of the hammer that creates a masterpiece, but the countless small, deliberate strikes, applied day in and day out. Similarly, in our personal development journey, it's the consistent effort and unwavering perseverance that lead to transformation. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and being patient with the process. This is where the magic happens. Every small action, no matter how incremental, accumulates into monumental progress over time. Staying committed to personal development goals. So, how do we stay committed to our personal development goals? First, let's break them down into manageable, bite-sized tasks. It's like dividing a big puzzle into smaller, more manageable pieces. Each piece represents a step towards your ultimate goal. This not only makes the journey less daunting but also gives you a clear roadmap to follow. Next, let's establish a routine. Just like brushing our teeth or having a morning cup of coffee, dedicating specific time and space to our personal growth ensures it becomes an integral part of our daily life. It's like creating a well-oiled machine that runs on autopilot, propelling you towards your goals even on days when motivation might be running low. Lastly, celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small, and use them as fuel to keep going. It's like having mini celebrations throughout a long road trip. They keep you energized and motivated for the journey ahead. By applying these principles, we not only maintain our momentum but also build an unbreakable foundation of discipline and determination. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And every step forward is a victory in itself. So, let's lace up our boots and keep marching forward on this incredible journey of self-improvement and personal growth. Celebrating small wins. Now, my friends, it's time to revel in the joy of progress and celebrate those small victories along the way. Acknowledge and celebrate your progress. Imagine you're climbing a mountain, and with each step, you're getting closer to the summit. It's essential to stop every now and then, turn around, and appreciate how far you've come. Similarly, in our personal growth journey, it's crucial to acknowledge and celebrate our progress. No achievement is too small to be celebrated. Whether it's completing a task you've been putting off or overcoming a fear, take a moment to pat yourself on the back. This positive reinforcement not only boosts your confidence but also fuels your motivation to keep going. The ripple effect of small victories on long-term success. Let's talk about the ripple effect of celebrating small wins. You see, when we acknowledge our achievements, it sends a powerful message to our brain. It's like a signal that says, "Hey, we're on the right track. Keep up the good work." This positive reinforcement creates a loop of success. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining momentum and size. The more small wins you celebrate, the more confident and motivated you become to tackle bigger challenges. It's a cycle of growth that propels you towards long-term success. So, I encourage each one of you watching to take a moment today to reflect on your journey so far. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how modest they may seem. Whether it's a step forward in your career, a personal milestone, or a new skill you've acquired, it all counts. Remember, it's these small wins that add up to significant, lasting transformation. So, let's raise a virtual toast to your progress and keep the momentum going. You're doing amazing things, and I can't wait to see what incredible heights you'll reach next. Overcoming setbacks and staying resilient. Now, let's talk about a crucial aspect of any journey: overcoming setbacks and building resilience. Addressing inevitable challenges and setbacks. Picture this: you're on a road trip, and suddenly, you hit a detour. It's unexpected, frustrating, but it doesn't mean the journey's over. In our personal growth journey, setbacks are like those detours. They're inevitable, but they don't define our destination. They're opportunities for detours that lead to unexpected, beautiful views. When challenges arise, it's important to remember that they're a natural part of the process. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Strategies for bouncing back and staying resilient. So, how do we bounce back from setbacks and stay resilient? First, let's practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness, love, and understanding you'd offer to a close friend. It's like being your own best friend, offering comfort and support when you need it most. Next, let's cultivate adaptability. Just as a tree bends in the wind but doesn't break, we too can adapt to change and challenges. Embrace the ebb and flow of life, knowing that every twist and turn is part of your unique journey. And finally, let's build a toolkit of coping strategies. Whether it's meditation, exercise, journaling, or seeking support from your community, having these tools at your disposal equips you to face challenges head-on. It's like having a superhero utility belt, packed with everything you need to conquer any obstacle that comes your way. Remember, setbacks are not the end of the road, they're detours to something even greater. By approaching challenges with resilience and a growth mindset, you're not just overcoming them, you're emerging stronger and more capable than ever before. So, let's face those detours head-on and continue this incredible journey of self-improvement and personal growth. Knowing that each setback is just a stepping stone towards an even brighter future. Well, fantastic viewers, we've covered some serious ground today. Remember, the key to stopping self-sabotage lies in understanding its roots, embracing a growth mindset, and taking consistent, deliberate action towards your goals. Don't forget to celebrate every small victory along the way. And when setbacks come knocking, greet them with resilience and grace. Now, it's over to you. Apply these strategies in your own life and watch the magic happen. Thank you all so much for joining me on this incredible journey. If you found value in this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And hey, sharing is caring. If you think this could help someone you know, don't hesitate to spread the love. I'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences or any additional tips you have in the comments below. Your insights might just be the spark someone else needs on their own journey. And finally, if you're as passionate about personal development and self-improvement as I am, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep shining bright.